The second of two new nuclear reactors in Georgia has entered commercial operation, capping a project that cost billions more and took years longer than originally projected. For Unit 4, it joins a former new reactor southeast of Augusta in splitting atoms to produce carbon-free electricity. Unit 3 began commercial operation last summer, joining two older reactors that have stood on the site for decades. They're the first two nuclear reactors built in the United States in decades. The new Vogtle reactors are currently projected to cost Georgia Power and three other owners $31 billion. Add in $37 billion that original contractor Westinghouse paid Vogtle owners to walk away from construction, and the total nears $35 billion. Electric customers in Georgia already have paid billions for what may be the most expensive power plant ever. The reactors were originally projected to cost $14 billion and be completed by 2017. Will make the state's electrical grid more reliable and resilient, and help the utility meet its goal of zeroing out carbon emissions by 2050. These new Vogtle units will not only support the economy within communities now and in the future, but they demonstrate global nuclear leadership. Each of the two new reactors can power 500,000 homes and businesses without releasing any carbon. Even some opponents of Vogtle have said the United States can't achieve carbon-free electricity without nuclear power. But Georgia Power plans to build more fossil fuel generation in coming years, saying demand is rising sharply. That demand, driven by computer data centers, is being felt by multiple utilities across the country. Calculations show Vogtle's electricity will never be cheaper than other sources the owners could have chosen, even after the federal government reduced borrowing costs by guaranteeing repayment of $12 billion in loans. In Georgia, almost every electric customer will pay for Vogtle. Georgia Power owns 45.7% of the reactors. Utilities in Jacksonville, Florida, as well as in the Florida Panhandle and parts of Alabama, also have contracted to buy Vogtle's power, with the company absorbing $26 billion in costs. That's expected to cost the typical residential customer an additional $8.97 a month, on top of the $5.42 increase that took effect when Unit 3 began operating. Shelving plans for 24 other reactors proposed between 2007 and 2009. Two half-built reactors in South Carolina were abandoned, but Westinghouse is marketing the reactor design abroad. China has said it will build more reactors using the design, while Bulgaria, Poland, and Ukraine also say they intend to build nuclear power stations using the Westinghouse reactor.